These are 16 unseen places in Thailand that we'd like to recommend you try at least once. Hello everyone, welcome to Golden Gold. This episode is very special because, truth be told, I've traveled to many places in Thailand and have encountered many unseen places throughout the country. But here we've compiled a list of 16 places that we thought were interesting and that we've been to before. Let me first say that some of these places might be a bit of a must for some people in that area, but not for most people in Thailand. So, let's take a look at the 16 places, and this is the first one.
The first one is Pamanggonbin in Suphangburi province. Actually, Pamanggonbin is a huge cliff. There is a Buddha statue there, carved like a mountain. It's huge and impressive. Of course, when you visit that area, you won't just be able to visit Pamanggonbin. In the future, there'll be a skywalk, which they claim to be the longest glass bridge skywalk in Thailand. That area is also connected to the ancient city of Uthong. I have to say that it's one of the most magnificent places. If you've seen it, you'll know, wow, there's a place this big in Thailand? When you visit, you can tour around the Uthong historical site, visiting various points. You can also pay respects to the Buddha, so I highly recommend that if you're in Suphanburi, you should definitely visit it at least once.
Okay, let's move on to Kanchanaburi province. Kanchanaburi has two locations. The first is what's called the 3D tunnel. This tunnel is a former mine. I have to say that this place is an unseen place because it's not easy to get to. We have to drive there, right? Then we go to Tongpapum district. This is a mine tunnel called... what's it called? The first one is the largest monitor lizard in Thailand. When you drive in, you have to pass through 3 tunnels. You'll end up at what's called Everest, but in reality, it's a beautiful mountain view. The last tunnel is the longest. Inside, your car has to go through it just right. There's a waterfall area and a water area. It gives you an adventurous feeling. But first, I have to say that only 4-wheel drive vehicles are allowed to enter. If you have a 4-wheel drive, you can contact the villagers to guide you. If you don't have a 4-wheel drive, you can find a local 4-wheel drive vehicle to take you there. Anyone interested, give it a try. It's in Tongpapum.
And the next place, we're still in Kanchanaburi. We'll go to a place called Tongpapum district. I have to say that this area is truly unseen, everyone. This place is called an island. What should I call it? It's an island in the middle of a reservoir in the Vachiralongkorn Dam. I have to say that it's very unseen because when you go there, you have to take a boat for a very long distance. Like me, when I go, I'll sleep on a raft first and then cross over again. Here, there is a Karen village called Ban Boong. In Ban Boong, there is Prathat Boong, which is what they call a chedi that is on an island and on another island. It's in the middle of the island. I have to say that this is a Burmese-style pagoda. And I don't know where it is. It was built here. People debated who built it, but some say it was built over 100 years ago. They also believe that women are not allowed to climb onto the pagoda. They can only worship from outside because they believe that if they disobey, the water in the pond will be affected. This is a common belief, but I have to say that people like to come here to worship for things like having children, getting cured of illnesses, and success in their careers. It's quite difficult to get there. It's quite far by car. You have to take a boat and travel through the village, but it's considered another unseen place in Thailand.
Next up is Tam Phra Waterfall in Buengan province. Truly, Buengan has a lot of unseen attractions, but I chose this one. Whether it's the Dolphin Rock, Kinderi Waterfall, or Khao Samwan, Tam Phra Waterfall is my favorite place because it's a 3-tiered waterfall. You could call it a natural water park. I have to say that if you go here, the first tier is a cascading waterfall, like a pan-like race down to the bottom. There's deep water, so you can swim. The second tier has many streams flowing down, and this tier is where people like to slide because there's a water channel, right? When there's a lot of water, it's like going on a natural slide. But be careful. As for the third tier, the top tier is beautiful for taking photos. Or if you want to sit under the waterfall and watch the water fall down like you're practicing martial arts, you can do that too. When I went, it wasn't the rainy season. It was a time when there wasn't a lot of water, so it was really beautiful. And if you go during the rainy season, you'll see a lot of water. I must say, if you go to Buengan, this is a must visit.
Let's go to Kongcheam District, Ubon Ratchathani Province. This place is called Pa Tam National Park. Sangjan Waterfall has another name, Namtok Longru. I must say that this is the characteristic of the waterfall. It flows through a large hole in the rock. That's why it looks so beautiful. They say that on a night with a full moon, you can see the moonlight flowing through the hole. It's not difficult to get to. I must say that this is one of the waterfalls that I felt was a natural wonder because the water flows right into the hole. If you want to take pictures or go sightseeing, you can stop by. You can also visit Pa Tam. There are many other places to visit. Let's go to Kongcheam District, Ubon Ratchathani Province. This place is called Pa Tam National Park. Sangjan Waterfall has another name, Namtok Longru. I must say that this is the characteristic of the waterfall. It flows through a large hole in the rock. That's why it looks so beautiful. They say that on a night with a full moon, you can see the moonlight flowing through the hole. It's not difficult to get to. I must say that this is one of the waterfalls that I felt was a natural wonder because the water flows right into the hole. If you want to take pictures or go sightseeing, you can stop by. You can also visit Pa Tam. There are many other places to visit. Next, let's head to Trat Province. This is where the Sunken Buddha is, another unseen attraction in Thailand. It's located in the Khao Rakam Reservoir. I have to say that in the past, this wasn't really a reservoir. There used to be a monastery here, and then the Pra Putasiri Kruwatan Monkanshai was built. Later, the demand for water increased, so they built a reservoir here. This area was flooded, and of course, as soon as the flooding finished, the monastery and this Buddha image were also flooded. But then the water level started to recede, and you can see the Buddha image. Oh my, we went paddling, didn't we? And we took a picture there. It's amazing. It looks like this Buddha image was originally built, but in reality, it was flooded later. So it's become another unseen image of Trat Province. If you visit Trat, you might want to visit an island, but Trat Province itself has many other beautiful attractions.
Next to Trat Province, let's come to Chantaburi Province. This is Krung District. This place can be called the Landless Village. Many people may have heard the name before, but in fact, this place is one of the unseen places worth visiting. I must say that this place is at the mouth of the Weru River. There's a community that has a history of more than 135 years. They were Chinese who immigrated here to trade. This place is hidden in the middle of the forest, right? Originally, this place was called Ban Rong Mai because they cut down trees in the middle of the forest to make charcoal. But later, they changed it. It's called Landless Village because the forest concession has expired. The houses here are surrounded by water, accessible by boat. Most of the people here live in homes that are actually on the water, right? People come to visit and stay in homestays. There are a lot of activities such as rafting, watching red hoaks, and eating seafood. The average price is 1,500 to 1,800 baht, including 3 meals. Including activities, the round-trip boat fare is about 1,200 baht. A round trip for about 6 people is good value. It's like escaping to another land. It's unbelievable that there's a village in the middle of the water. This is Landless Village.
Another place, this is Tam Namlud Cave in Nakhon Si Thammarat Province. What's cool about this place is that we paddle into the cave from Nakhon Si Thammarat Province, but end up in Trang Province. Everyone must have said that this is a very large limestone cave. The entrance is in Nakhon Si Thammarat Province, right? But when we paddle into the cave, we will see that there's a spot where light shines through, revealing the beautiful appearance of the cave. It's very photogenic. When we break through to the other side, we will emerge at what is called Tam Wang Paya Pichai. That's the name of the Trang Province side, but in reality, it's the same cave, just separated by a channel. For our trip, we went to a cafe called Mina Cafe. They have boat service, someone will help paddle, and we sit behind you. I have to say that it was so much fun. It was a truly wild adventure. Something like this only exists in Thailand.
And we'll continue on to Suratani Province. This place is called Koret. Koret is considered the smallest island in Thailand with a community. I mean, if you take the actual size of the island, it might not be the smallest, but if you count the number of people who have set up communities, it's the smallest. It's one of the islands that you can drive across because there's a bridge to the island over there. And importantly, the inhabitants are Thai Chinese. There's also a Chinese shrine located on top. I have to say that the name Koret doesn't come from the rhinoceros on the island, but from the rhinoceros beetle tree that grows there. I have to say that most of the accommodations here are homestays. There are about 3 or 4 of them. This is one of the islands with communities. You can truly live with nature in the morning. Another activity for those who come during the right season is taking a boat ride to see dolphins in the morning. I have to say that this is another activity and a place worth visiting. If anyone is interested, give it a try.
Let's continue to Patolung. This place is actually 2 islands because they're connected. They're in Patolung Province, and not many people have visited yet. This is Koh Mak and Koh Nang Kam. This island has a bridge connecting it to the mainland. They say there's evidence that humans have lived here since the Stone Age. Most people on the island work as fishermen, and there are also rubber plantations. Nowadays, there are homestays at various locations. There are what they call 4 or 5 islands. You can go up and visit them. In the Nang Kam area, there's what's called the Patolung Grand Canyon. Wow. In the past, the Grand Canyon was probably a mine. Then, when it was closed, it turned into a mountain. It's a beautiful place to take pictures. I must say, this is one of the unseen places in Patolung that's worth a visit. It's famous for their 3-flavor shrimp, which are naturally grown, giant freshwater prawns found in Sungkla Lake. It's another shrimp you should definitely try. It's delicious. And here it is.
Next up is Tam Le Khao Cove in Trang Province, located in Hue Yot District. This is a large cave, about 4 kilometers long. The cave is divided into 3 caves, Tam Kon Tan, Tam Sao, and Tam Rak Sai. Each cave has stalactites and stalagmites in various shapes. They will consider each shape, and there are many different beliefs. The highlight of the trip is that we have to take a boat in. It costs about 300 baht, but when we have to crawl under the dragon's belly, everyone, it's like, wow, 800 meters long. It's very scary because it's so narrow that we have to lie flat on the boat and almost hit ourselves. Do you understand? So if you're afraid of tight spaces, we don't recommend this, and you shouldn't come during the rainy season. But if you like a little adventure, we recommend you try it at least once. It's really cool. Next up is Prasat Hin Pun Yot. Let me tell you, this place might not be as unseen as it is today, but in reality, I must say that this is a famous tourist attraction in Satun Province, but it might be unseen for many people because in reality, Satun Province isn't yet a top tourist destination. Most people who go to the south tend to go to Krabi or Phuket, right? But Satun has so many great things to offer that everyone should definitely visit. I must say that this is in Langu district and it's called the Satun Geopark. It's a stone castle surrounded by a circle. It's similar to a castle. They say it was formed millions of years ago. Underground water eroded the limestone until it collapsed in the middle, leaving a hole in the middle. It's like a complete 1,000-spire stone castle. It's still beautiful, but the shape is different, and that's all. You can still visit it today. It's still beautiful. So if you're going to Satun, don't forget to go here. Around the area, there are also dragon spine attractions and island hopping.
Next, we'll go to the Skywalk Iyer Way. I have to say that this place is in Yala Province, and it's in Bitong District. I'd say that this place isn't exactly unseemly, because locals, or those in the south or nearby, consider it to be a very popular destination. There are probably still many people who haven't been there yet. I must say that this is one of the places where you can see fog, one of the highest in Thailand. And I was like, wow, the fog is truly magnificent and abundant. I went early in the morning. It was truly beautiful. This place is located on a mountain called Cow Microwave, approximately 2,000 meters high. It cost almost 100 million baht to build. There are 3 levels in total, but the highlight is this balcony. You can walk down to see the sea of fog up close. The entrance fee is only 40 baht. I recommend coming early in the morning when the fog is at its thickest, before sunrise. Once you wait for the sun to rise, it's a different experience. Can you imagine it? Of course, for anyone who wants to visit here or even continue their Yala Province journey, I recommend going here in one go.
Let's go to Phetchabun. This place is called Nam Nao Canyon. I live in Nam Nao District. Many people have probably heard of Nam Nao District. It's one of those districts that, when we go there, the weather is so cool. But here, it's a steep, semicircular cliff. It's naturally formed and is about 300 meters high. I have to say that the way it's arranged is a competition of different sedimentary rocks that accumulated in a lake about 200 million years ago, a very long time ago. Then when the Earth's crust moved, the rock layers were lifted up, forming the cliff. There are 2 waterfalls on this cliff, Nakarat Waterfall and Thatmak Waterfall. I have to say that we can see the magnificence, like when I went. There was water, but not a lot, but it's still beautiful. We can pour water. There are 2 points here which are on the side of Wat Kokmun and on the opposite side where there is a homestay. The place we went to is called Arai Pa Mok Homestay. There is an entrance fee of 20 baht per person. We are still in Phetchabun Province, the same Nam Nao district, and this is one of the waterfalls that I think is one of the most beautiful in Thailand that we have ever been to. I have to say that I give it a thumbs up. This is a waterfall called That Yai Waterfall. Actually, I have to say that it is not exactly in Phetchabun because it is actually next to the Khon Kaen side. You can come to visit from the Khon Kaen side or Phetchabun side. There are 3 main points of the waterfall. The first viewpoint is where you can get off and ride the uncle's tractor to go to the next point. But actually, people say, hey, you can walk here yourself. You don't need to hire the uncle. You can walk by yourself. The road is a bit bad, but if you ride the uncle's tractor, Noi also supports the villagers. And the third point is below the waterfall. It's the peak because the way to go down requires a fair amount of physical and mental strength. There are 2 ways to go down. The first method is the fastest and takes the least time, but it's difficult because we have to climb down with a rope. Go down slowly and gradually. If you like adventure, I recommend it. But if you think you don't have enough energy, be careful, because if it's raining and you get wet, oh my, it will be very slippery. The second method is easier and definitely tiring, because we have to go down the stairs, which takes a lot of time, but is relatively safe. Once you're down, you haven't even reached the bottom yet. You have to walk through the waterfall and water, which can be slippery. Our team slipped all over, but it was a lot of fun. And below the waterfall, everyone sees it. Wow, it's beautiful, magnificent, and really big. Try choosing which method you want to go. The tractor fare is 200 baht. A guide costs 500 baht. If you go down to the waterfall below, I recommend hiring a guide for safety, because I have to say there are many spots. It's not a normal path for traveling. You have to know where to step and where to go. I recommend that you make a note of all of them. These are 16 unseen places in Thailand that our Golden Gold team has been to. We like it and want to recommend it to everyone. But I have to say that there are still many unseen places in Thailand that I didn't mention. There are still many unseen places that I haven't been to. So if anyone wants to follow in my footsteps, you can go back and watch the different episodes in the description. We may include links in each episode to show you where each place is. For those who like this clip, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Goodbye for now.